Hey spooky bitches, what's up? My name is Michaela. Welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about this apartment that I'm currently in right now and just some of the weird stuff that's happened in here. I know people say like, oh, when something's happening, you're not supposed to talk about it because it makes it worse. I'm moving out of this apartment in a week, and so okay, the new apartment I'm moving into, I have a story about that one, and that one I am going to talk about in this apartment because I'm nervous. So, but that will be next week's video, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. But today's video, we're going to talk about this apartment here. I moved into this apartment about a little over a year ago. It was November of last year. I'm not moving out because of anything I'm about to talk about. Nothing to do with that at all. So let's just start out with this building. It's an older building. It was built in like the 1920s, I think. It was a hotel when it first opened. There's like a little plaque in the lobby that says it was a hotel, so this building's probably seen some shit. When I first moved in, the first thing that started happening that was kind of weird was my closet door in my hallway would kind of like pop open on its own. I keep my hamper in my closet, so when this first started happening, I didn't pay any attention to it because if my hamper's too full, it'll pop the door open. But when the hamper's full and it pops the door open, it would only pop it open like a little bit. But when this would happen, it would like open a decent amount. And I sat there and I tried to get it to replicate it, but like I would like turn the knob and like barely tap it to try and like get it to swing open, and it would never swing open as far as it opened when I did on its own. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. I still kind of think it's the laundry basket somehow, but also I've never been able to get it to replicate it like that. But it did that for like on and off for like a month or two, and it hasn't done it since. So that's also another weird thing, because like my hamper still gets full. So like I don't know. The closet thing was still happening when this one happened, which is why I think this one freaked me out so much. So I used to have this really big full-length mirror, and I had it leaning up against this wall right here actually, and I had it leaning up against the wall like this, right? And it wasn't attached to anything, it was just leaning up against the wall. I came home from work one day and it was face down on the floor like that, completely shattered, and my cats were fucking petrified. I don't know if it had just happened and like they were still afraid from the noise, but my cats were like hiding in the kitchen. They would not come over here at all. I even tried like picking them up. I had a video of it. I don't know if I still do. If I do, I'll insert it here. But like I would try and pick them up and bring them over into this room, and they would just run straight back into the kitchen. So that's kind of weird. But again, it could have been like the noise just really freaked them out or something. But the way that it fell to where the glass was face down. And I feel like if having it like this, if it was gonna fall, if anything, it would slide that way, not fall that way. You get what I'm trying to say? The only thing I can think of that could have possibly caused it to fall like that is if one of my cats like bumped into it like that, but still that's a lot of force to get it to fall. I don't know. It's just the way it fell was weird, which ties into the next story, because I used to have this thing here where if you used to watch my old videos, you know, it was like the IKEA like square cube thing, and I had all my stuff on it. And I have this picture, let me go get it actually. So I have this picture, it's of me and my friend Riley. So I had it sitting on, you know, the shelf like so, and all of a sudden I hear a little tap kind of, and I turn around because it came from like the little unit that was here, and I'm like sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, what was that? And then I finally see it. This is face down like this, right? And this is another thing. It's like if this were to fall, you think it would like if this were to fall in, it would fall like that, you know, not like that. Like how would that even, like on its own, on a shelf, not being touched? Like two things I had that fell opposite ways that they should have. This next one really spooked me. So I was sleeping and I woke up, and for like a split second, I saw like, it wasn't a person, but it was just like a white kind of haze, I guess, in like not the shape of a person, but it was like if you took me and just drew like an oval around like me. Does that make any sense? I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It was this as tall as like a person, but it was just like an oval shape kind of like in front of my TV. So I went back to sleep and I woke up and I noticed on my wall directly next to my bed, which is also next to my window, that there is this huge ass crack that literally went across the whole wall. And I feel like when I saw it, I noticed it right away. And so I feel like if that was something that had been there, it would have been something I've noticed before, you know? And I went back and looked, and I had pictures I'd taken when I first moved in that I sent to my mom. And the crack wasn't in that picture. And the crack that the wall's on is also the same wall that I have 3 dream catchers on. So that, along with seeing whatever the fuck I saw, really creeped me out for a little bit. I was just like, okay, what the fuck? But even still, with that happening, I never felt, the situation creeped me out, but I've never felt scared of my apartment. Like, I never had the feeling of like, because like I've lived in fucking scary ass apartments. My apartment in Florida, I felt like I was constantly being watched in that apartment. That'll be a whole other video on its own, because that apartment was fucked. I know the feeling of being in a place that's haunted, but I don't feel that in here. I feel fine, except for one time, which we'll get to. That was the first time I've ever like physically saw anything, which you could even argue I didn't physically see anything. You could just be like, oh, well, you just woke up and you were tired and then, I don't know, that just with the crack, because it's like, where would a crack come from? I mean, yeah, I'm in California, we have small earthquakes, but I would hope to God a small, tiny ass earthquake would not put that kind of crack on my wall. If it does, this apartment's not going to survive when the big one comes. I don't know, that one's a weird one. This next one I have video of. Pretty much, I was sitting on my bed filling out like an application, and my TV just started playing. I have my Apple TV on. I had the YouTube app opened, but it had gone on like the screensaver, so nothing was currently playing. And so I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden a video just starts playing out of nowhere. The screensaver's still on, by the way. It doesn't like go back to YouTube. It's just the audio of the video starts playing over the screensaver. It's still on like the screensaver, and my YouTube app just started playing one of the people I'm subscribed to that reads like scary stories. My cat literally like didn't touch it. My cat's on the couch. It's there. Even if he did touch it, it would have came off the fucking screensaver. I've never seen that happen before on my Apple TV. It has never happened again on my Apple TV. So the part that was really strange was it wasn't even the video that I was watching before, or like a related video to the video I was watching before. I'm subscribed to a few people that read like the Let's Not Meet stories or like scary story things. I like listening to their voices. It soothes me sometimes. It was one of those videos that started playing. I get up, I go to take the screensaver off, and it kind of like goes to a black screen, and then it goes to the YouTube like home page. It doesn't go to a video or anything. And so I have to go into my history to be able to see what the video was that was playing. And I think before that I was listening to like a fucking drama video, like I think Viewer's Voice or something. I don't know, something not related at all. So that was the first like technology related thing, which some other technology related things have happened a lot more recently that are really fucking weird, and I'll get to that, but I don't think those are next. I'm trying to stay in order here. Here we go. Next is the scary feeling. So like I said before, I have never felt afraid in this apartment. That's why I don't really think my apartment's necessarily haunted, but I have a theory about all of that I'll get to at the end. So pretty much I went to take a shower, and I get in the shower, everything's cool, and after being in the shower for like maybe a minute, I just get ooh, why am I getting goosebumps? Ooh, what the fuck? I don't know if you can see that. I literally just, come on, please focus. I just started getting goosebumps. I don't like that. Why do I just got them again when I stepped back here. What the fuck? Bitch, I'm moving out of this apartment in a week. That's all I gotta keep telling myself, all right. I was in the shower for like maybe a minute, and then I just get this overwhelming feeling of being watched, not even being watched, just that something bad was gonna happen. And in my mind, what kept coming up, I just kept imagining some, whoa, y'all fucking heard that shit, right? I just kept imagining some, I know that bitch did not just say me. That bitch did not just say me. Nope. I want to say man, but not even a man, I guess. Just someone running up to like the shower curtain and just like, you know, going like grabbing me through the shower curtain, or like a man's voice screaming something. Like that just kept running through my head out of fucking nowhere. And I finished that shower so fucking fast, got out of the shower and was like, we ain't playing with this shit. Nope. So I lit my sage. I saged my whole ass apartment, and after that, like, everything was fine. So I don't know what the fuck that was, but that freaked me out. And now that I just got goosebumps while talking about that, I don't like that at all. Moving on to a little less spooky things. Hopefully these goosebumps, like they'll go away and then they'll just come back in waves. So back to the TV. One night I went to turn my TV on and it just wasn't turning on. I was like clicking the power button directly on the TV and it just wasn't turning on. And I was like, that's weird, like what the fuck? And I decided to look behind my TV. I have like a power strip where everything's plugged in, and my TV was unplugged from the power strip. Everyone I've talked to, they're like, maybe your cat's like got back there and somehow got it, but like where it's at, I've never seen my cats jump back there. I've never seen them even attempt to jump back there. And so it's like, yeah, maybe they did, but I very highly doubt it. And I doubt it even more after what I'm about to tell you next. So the TV thing happened, and then a month or two passed, which I forgot to mention. This stuff is spaced out between like one thing will happen and then like months will pass, and then something else will happen and then months will pass. The only things that happened at the same time were the closet and the mirror falling. Everything else was spaced out, like crazy spaced out, which, like I said before, goes into my theory at the end. So TV got unplugged, months pass, and I go to turn my PlayStation on, and my PlayStation does not turn on. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, in my head, that was weird. Now I'm just freaking myself out. My shirt just like, you know, sometimes your shirt, like, if it's like folded a certain way, it'll just like unfold. That just happened, and like it felt like someone touched my back. At least I hope that's what just happened. All right, I'm freaking myself out. Anyway, PlayStation. I'm trying to turn it on and stuff, and it's not turning on, and I'm freaking out because I'm like, oh my god, did my PlayStation break? Like, oh fuck. I look at the power strip. It's plugged in the power strip, and I'm like, okay, it's plugged in. But then I decide to look at the back of the PlayStation. I pull my PlayStation out, and it's unplugged from the back of the PlayStation. Okay, so remember how, I don't remember how long ago it was, but like my TV got unplugged from right here. So okay, that's one thing, that's right there. I just went to turn on my fucking PlayStation, and it wasn't turning on. I looked over here, everything's plugged in, bitch. It got unplugged from like the back of the PlayStation. Like, now what the fuck, how does that happen? Like, what's the explanation of that? Oh. Now how the fuck is that gonna happen? My cats can't get behind my fucking PlayStation and unplug from the back of the PlayStation? Like, hello? That one shook me, because I'm just like, there's no fucking explanation for that. There is absolutely no explanation for that. That is the last thing that's happened in here. Ha! Bitch, no it's not. Okay, I'm fucking shook. I just got back from the gym, that's why I look like this, and I was sitting here making myself a salad, right? And I had my fridge door open because I was like grabbing stuff in it, so I had it open like this, and it had been open for like a few minutes, right? Like, I was chilling here. It had to have been open for at least 3 minutes. I'm sitting here, I'm standing literally right here, and this bitch just goes by itself. How the fuck? Like, it's not moving at all. My cat was over here next to me meowing at me because he wanted food. So like, what? So my theory about all this, because like I said, everything has been spaced out, and I don't think my apartment is haunted, because I feel like if it was haunted, it would be like a constant, you know, but so what I think is that one of the apartments around me is haunted, or maybe just the whole building's haunted, who knows. But I just think it's like a communal ghost that just kind of like pops in every once in a while, and it's like, hey bitch, let me just fucking unplug your shit and knock over your picture and like dip out. That's what I think is happening, because I smell a lot of my neighbors burning sage up in here. So I think it's a communal ghost that just pops around to everyone every once in a while and fucks some shit up and then dips to the next person. I'm excited to be moving out of here. I don't know if you can hear the street traffic. If you can, I probably edited it out. So if I did edit it out, I'll put it in here just so you can hear. Yeah, I'm excited to not have that anymore. My new apartment is a 1-bedroom and it has a parking space, bitch. Oh, like I said at the beginning of this video, there is a story that I have about that apartment. I haven't even lived in it yet, so it's a doozy. That will be next week's video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. That is all I have for this video. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, then subscribe below if you have not already. If you want to keep up with me between uploads, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Mitchie. Make sure to stay spooky, friends, and I will see you guys in the next video.